only got female friends. All my friends is female. And
I don't like girls enough to have all female friends.
oh, you know, I'm lying.
I know
I
you
just
are.
want to be dramatic.
I know you are. I know.
My male friends are great. I probably they're great.
Yo. Oh, that was funny because I knew. I knew what you were saying.
I'm just way too honest. I'm just
That was good.
yeah.
That insider. Oh, that was good. That's gonna be good to me. Okay. So like, I agree with what you was wanting to say but didn't say. I agree with that. But I don't know. Like I said, I have a lot of really solid. Like I think at this stage of my life, like my friend circle, like because I look at people differently. Like I got my friends and I just got people I know.
Mm-hmm.
So my friends, oh yeah, they solid. They listen. They there. They but yeah.
My friends are like
you have
family.
You have different. She.
My friends don't always. They can't. They not all meant to mingle together.
Kudos to
They are definitely
Shay got
friends in
friends.
pockets.
Yeah, yep. You got friends in pockets.
Yeah, because I can't. If I have,
She be trying every birthday, y'all. She be.
oh my God,
She be trying to.
It's a no. It's a no.
I be like, friends, stop trying, cause
Y'all, they
and
all.
then she be so embarrassed. She be like, and I be just looking like, I told you you should have planned more than one thing. I told you. No, I'm gonna just do this.
No. Because I have friends who are like really into spiritual stuff, and then I have friends who are into spiritual esoterical stuff, and you trying to get them two together, and then you got somebody who ready to pray, and then it ain't going that way, right? Then I also have the friends who like, let's go get a drink, and then I also have the friends who are hiding from their family and their kids.
They trying to be out.
They're trying to be out kicking it. But should you mix the one who want to just go get a drink with the one who trying to hide from their family, it don't ever work out, because the one who trying to hide, they about to go ham. They about to drink everything. And the friend who just go out for a drink, like, why is she drinking like that?
Because she is trying to
like,
melt
who
away.
is driving her? You know? And then I have the group of the mom friends who are my moms. They're like my moms, you know?
Yeah.
Did you drink today? You know, it's hot. You know?
Yeah, you have
Are you working out tonight? You should work out tonight.
You have wait, I think I fit in multiple of your
You do.
friends. So
but
I'm
again,
the friend.
you can't put you in every situation.
I can't. I
She's
don't like
not the
people.
chameleon friend.
I am not the
She's the one
chameleon.
who will wind up staring. She'll have a conversation.
Nope, I'll be like this.
She'll have the conversation, but yep.
Is it time to go? That's why I always drive.
Yep, I know this. She's like, you want to ride my car?
I'm like, you want? No.
I'm like, I'm saving on gas, sure. She's like, just so I can get out of here.
I feel a lot of friend spaces. I just don't. And I feel like a lot of that is because I'm a therapist and I just be trying not to listen to people's stuff and I be trying not to care and I be trying to turn that off. So I just be like, I am reading people and I don't want to read. No, I don't want to know this about. This ain't my friend. This her friend.
But what about the guy friends? My male friends.
You know what though? My guy friends, I feel like I get the best advice from. I ain't gonna lie. Like my guy friends, I get like real. My guy friends don't sugarcoat. Like a girl will be like, well, they'll be like, nah. This is what he really meant when he said that. Like, okay, yeah, because that ain't what I. That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard. So yeah, like my guy friends are solid. Like. That's good guy friends.
My guy friends are more like anchors. They're not the friends who they'll come kick it, but I mean realistically, they're the friends who gonna be like, man, that's crazy. Let's get together. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. They're doers, and they go a little bit harder than I can, so I try not to often. But we definitely talk on the phone a lot. We definitely keep like, oh my God, this happened. I'm dating this girl and she did this. I got like this one guy friend real close. He just loved dating these young chicks. I mean, she got to be at least 21. Like, dude, we are, you want to, she 21. They be in their early 20s. Nobody over 25 because that's too old. And here you are pushing 35. And then you want to move her in and all this stuff. And then I'm telling them, like, she has not experienced life yet.
I feel like that's like, the heck I wish we had. I think that might be like, I think men like to provide and protect, and I think maybe somebody who's 21 is
Trying to be
a little bit easier.
I mean, trying to be a daddy.
I mean, I was gonna say that.
He said zaddy.
But
I'm trying to be a zaddy.
I don't know.
It's a no.
I'm not a guy, so I don't know. But I would assume that men that are that old and like younger is like, I've heard guys say, younger is less stressed. They, so they're like stressed. They're moldable, they're pliable. You know what I'm saying?
It's
so like
grooming.
Yeah. So like a 35-year-old woman, regardless of what her life looks like, is fixated in some stuff. And not that she can't change or grow or, be insightful or whatever, but at by 35.
They trying to traumatize. He be trying to traumatize this 21-year-old girl. I swear, cause she stay out all night and he be just devastated. She was out with her friends, and I'm like, I can't decode her. She trying to live.
She's 21,
right? She trying
to have fun.
She
just able to go to liquor store.
She trying to have fun, and she wants this relationship to work because it's stable. It's a safe place.
It's a safe space.
What you cannot do
and you
is be mad about stuff that you was doing at 21.
That's what you got to remember. Like, ooh, 21-year-old? Ooh.
She get on my... she thinks that there's something going on between us because of how we talk.
Because she's 21.
And that's what I had to say, and I think she heard me. I feel like I be ageist with her. But I feel like she's super immature. And he just loves the fact that she likes cartoons. I don't know.
Cartoons is cool.
SpongeBob.
She watched not like anime, like cartoons.
She got the bowl of cereal. Like, she 2 seconds from a Saturday morning cartoon, layout. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he just gets upset, and I'm like, well, he like, can you tell her like nothing going on? Not aware that I'm on Bluetooth. I'm like, she only thinks something's going on because she's never been in relationships where people were platonic. I'm like, but that's something she wouldn't experience because she's also 21.
Yeah.
And she was like, I mean, just because I was like, ooh. And so, yeah. Well, I didn't back down. I mean, I said facts is facts.
Yeah.
Truth is truth. So I said, that's something you don't experience, you haven't yet experienced.
Yeah.
I said, but I'm not interested in him that way. And I'm always supporting y'all relationship. So
you should have been like, and in real life, I be talking down a lot. Like having platonic.
I wouldn't tell her that. She need to figure that out.
Well, but I'm saying like, I mean, she's 21. Maybe you can help her like a little bit. Or she want to fire 21 to think she know everything. She sounds like she thinks she know everything.
You want me to tell you why I say no? Because this crosses the line into, am I working?
Oh, that's true.
Or am I being a friend? I ain't doing no work. She ain't my client. She not on my caseload. I'm not about to educate her on this. Where her friends at? Oh, but her friends are 21. Let her stay 21.
I'm going to one-up you, though. You don't think that because of the things that we've experienced professionally and life experiences that it's not our job to still impart in younger people because they are younger? And what if you were 21 and...
I love my people. I love my young people. And I love my young people. It's not the same. The difference is that me and her have no connection but through him. And I feel that it is not my responsibility if she feels insecure. That is his responsibility because you raising that child. I'm stopping being shady because if he hear this, he gonna be like, dang.
He gonna be at your neck. Well, maybe not.
He think it's funny. I think it's like, where your daughter?
I think it's both ends of it because like if he puts you in that place, you know what I'm saying? Like I think that you would be way overstepping if you was just like, well, let me tell you, girl. Like, but he literally is trying to put you in that place as his friend to help.
Should I have a love and hip hop moment where me and her go sit down at a restaurant and have a conversation?
You should.
I should.
And guess what?
She pick up a drink.
She ain't gonna pick up.
That's what be happening on Love and Hip Hop. Everybody want to sit down in a restaurant and all the extras be around.
That's true.
And then somebody pour a drink.
But that's her age bracket.
Oh my God.
So it might actually work. No, but I'm
not
being
gonna use my
facetious.
direct quote. But if she don't want them, why would I want them?
Yeah,
and that's how I feel about females who be thinking somebody else want their man.
Well, the messed up part though. I mean, we were talking about like toxicity of women, like. A lot of women do that because of their insecurities. I feel like I've met a lot of women who want your man just to see if I can get him, or you know what I mean, or whatever the case may be, because they are not content within their relationship, within not even in their relationship, they're not content in themselves. Like you got to know as a female, as a woman, you got to know who you are and stand on it, 10 toes down. This is who I'm gonna be, and whoever I'm with, if he gon' fly the nest to do, he gonna do what he do. Like, you know what I mean? But a lot of women don't have that because a lot of women haven't seen women be authentically who they are and live in that. And so they're trying to, oh, I'm trying to look this way, I'm trying to act this way, I'm trying to put on this facade. You know, the women who are trying to be a certain way till they get the man and that. But that is our society. And if a woman doesn't know who she is, then of course she's going to be insecure. She's going to be like, yeah, I want.
Fair.
But there's not enough conversations like this, you know what I mean, with younger women who are listening to Sweetie and listen to all the ratchet stuff that, and not taking the good stuff out of it, but they're taking it as face value. Like, this is a creative expression. It don't really mean all of that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so they're taking that in because they don't have older people who could say, baby girl, don't do that. Don't do that because you look stupid. And
I agree. I'm just not going to make that. That's not my fight.
I get it with that situation.
I, honestly, and it's no shade against her. I think she's a sweet young lady. I think she has a lot of growing to do. I just don't think it's, in that case, it's not my responsibility.
Right.
But there are other females who are younger than me who I'm constantly like educating and pouring into and encouraging and discouraging and so many different things. Like I was talking to you about side chick culture. Sidekick.
That was a good conversation.
That was a really good conversation.
That was a good conversation.
Like it's one thing to be a side chick, but like knowingly be a side chick,
right?
And it's another thing for it to be this accidental side chick,
right?
Like know what you're getting into,
right?
And trying to and literally I'm having this conversation with someone who's 17 18 years old and telling her like, hey, you got to be careful because he gonna try to keep making sure he molds you into be his side chick. Is this what you want to do?
Right.
Because sometimes it work out where he leave his girlfriend and I've also been on that end of where you knew he was gonna leave her, he leave her and he ain't with you.
Right. Because that
happens.
That can happen.
You know,
but I think it goes back to like, even, you know, we can let them in on that conversation we were having. We were just talking about how that 17, 18-year-old has not experienced relationships like that. And so now what you're doing is taking your first real relationship. Most times for most of us, that becomes that relationship that we learn from. Your very, very first relationship. Unless you haven't healed, like that becomes the prototype. Like, yep, this is what it is, right? So if you're 17, 18 and you're like, oh, I love, like you're setting yourself up for a lot of hurt and you don't even realize it because this is your very, very first one.
Are you choosing someone who's going to be unavailable? You want someone who's emotionally unavailable to you.
Right.
For what reason?
But that even goes to, like, when I talked to somebody, it was a guy, it was one of my guy friends, we were talking about like, one of the reasons I'm the type of female I am is because all I've known is an emotionally unavailable father. My father is great. He was definitely a part of my life, all of that. But he's the most unemotional person ever. Like, I used to think, I don't think this anymore, but I used to think men who were emotional were weird. That's how bad it was with my dad. Like, my dad was just no emotion. Like, present, you know, always I love you and all that, but like emotional stuff, what? And so I grew up, and as I into adulthood, them was the dudes I wanted because that's normal. Like, so a dude with emotions was like, what?
I used to have this boyfriend who every time I break up with him, he'd cry. And I used to just break up with him because I wanted to hurt his feelings.
Oh my God.
I was so toxic.
I was like that. I was going to say that. I'm glad you said it. I was like,
so
that
trash.
is mad toxic,
I was
dude.
so trash. I mean, personally, like, I did a lot of growing, but I used to love to see him cry. Oh my God. Because he would just be like, ooh. Like, it was snot nose. You would have thought I was the last female on Earth.
Well,
He was gonna have to travel light years to get another female.
that's crazy.
But I also had that desire to feel needed that way.
Right.
So I would do it because
It made you at that time. It made you feel good.
Absolutely.
It was like, oh, it stroked your ego.
absolutely until he didn't, and that
And then you was like, oh.
oh, I did this too many times. Look, boy, cry wolf.
What to say? Cry wolf.
He was like, "No, you single for real? We ain't together." It was like, "We ain't together."
Yeah.
I said that yesterday. What's a new day? I was also 16, so we ain't got to laugh about it that way.
It still was funny.
It was. I was terrible, but that goes back to saying how bad of a friend I was because I was his girlfriend. And what type of girlfriend was that to be like, oh, let me hurt your feelings today,
But it goes back to if sometimes we see love a different way. So for me, a man can love me. My dad loved me, but he was emotionally unavailable.
Same.
So when you grow up seeing that, what does love look like? How is, like, my mom, helicopter, oh my God, she's the most touchy-feely, it's disgusting. Oh my God. Ugh. But, so I had the opposite. So I got an unemotional, then I got a mom who's like, oh my God, you didn't hug me. I'm like, ew, you are weird. That is so annoying.
Really?
Oh my God, I hate it.
See, my mom isn't like that, but she's just, when she sees me, like the light in her eyes, I'm like, Ma, I gotta be her favorite. I gotta be her favorite kid. Like, she just look at me and she just glows. And when I call her, except for when she answered the phone, like, yeah, and what? Like, that makes me feel unwelcome. But at the end of the day, my mom is just like, again, if I made macaroni art with paste on the floor right here and took it to her, she would be like,
the paste in the jar.
the Lord has blessed me with the wonderful daughter.
That's, ain't, I mean, my mom is definitely team Cass all day. I just, yeah.
No, I ain't get that from my dad, definitely no.
So like, that was a hard transition, becoming an adult, like, because I'm not a touchy-feely person because of my mom, because she overdoes it. Like, even now, she'll be like, is it okay if I have a hug? Ma'am, no, I just walked in the house. That is, you know what I'm saying? And so transitioning, when you think about how do you experience love, how do you see love, that wasn't, I got it, but I was like, this is annoying. And it's almost like it was unwarranted. You know what I mean? Like, I know that as a parent, you're supposed to love on your child and stuff like that, but I didn't have boundaries as a kid. It was always like, can you? And I'm like,
yeah, like even with the tickle thing, yeah. Okay.
We should talk about that.
You want
I think
right
we should.
here?
Okay, let's do
right
it.
here.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
we had a conversation about tickling and how tickling is the most uncomfortable feeling ever. And when I say that to people, they're like, what? Think about it. It's unwelcoming, and it starts as little people. Like, as a kid, when you're a kid, it's okay to tickle you, and people can make you, oh, it's fun. But I was a kid that was like, don't
tickle me.
And then
like,
people still do it.
Touching me in this place that it's not like you think. It's like, oh, it makes you laugh, but it's
but
like
it doesn't make
it
me
doesn't.
laugh. It makes me want to punch you in the throat.
No, it's just uncomfortable. I'm laughing, and part of me laughing is I'm uncomfortable, and it's hard for people to understand the difference. Like, oh, I didn't know you didn't like that. I'm just tickling you. Like, I'm begging you to stop, not because, oh, this feels so great.
No.
It's like,
don't touch me.
I feel awkward. Just stop. Get your finger from under my arm. Like, move. You're disgusting.
Ew. I wonder, I should Google that. Who invented tickling?
It's gross.
But I mean, even that is something that we impose on our kids. So there's no boundaries. Like, think about it. And as much as I hate doing it,
if you blow on my belly right now, I'm gonna fight you. like don't you blow on my belly.
That is not cool.
It's weird.
Like, why? Like, but that's a boundary thing. And I think we, growing up, we experience stuff like that as a kid. And so then as adults, we don't have boundaries. Because tickling is extreme, but people talking to you crazy, people taking your things without asking, stuff like that. As an adult,
You so petty.
that wasn't on purpose though. It just came out. That wasn't on purpose.
She on my list.
I wasn't. She is. Yo. But I mean, I think those when you look at relationships and stuff, those are the things that develop. So when you become an adult, like that's why, like, man, when I first was like with somebody who was like touchy feely and like I was like, why do you keep wanting to touch me? That is
Really?
weird, man. I'm cool now, but
okay,
like,
because I'm like, I be like, let's hold hands. I'm like extra. I like holding hands in public.
I don't do
like
that.
kissing in public. Not making out. Not the people who be bathing in tongue.
That's
I be
weird.
like, gross.
That go
Like, just go home.
get a room.
Get a room. Go home. Don't pay for the room. Just get out of here. It's disgusting.
Yeah, but I think that like for me that is why I experience love the way that I do. Like I'm definitely I'm a gift giver. That's the way that I show love to whoever it is. Just because, don't touch me.
Yeah, I got some really great cats gifts.
Don't touch me.
like,
Don't touch.
Amazing
Thoughtful,
pens
like-
that don't leave the house.
Like thoughtful stuff.
Yeah, like if somebody touched that pen, I would probably do not touch that pen. You know, and notebooks and journals. Yeah, great gift for me.
I do. I think I do. All right. I do all right.
Yeah, I'm like, how do I don't know. I buy gifts too.
Yeah, you're a gift giver too.
God, it's bad.
But you're a words of affirmation friend too.
Yeah, I'm just always like, you're great. Your makeup looks flawless. Like, oh my God, I love your outfit. Yeah. I'm that friend. Who, like, you're going to leave the house and you're going to be so pumped that if the wind blew the wrong way and messed up your hair, you're going to feel away because I just gassed you up.
But I think that those are, man, like think about it. How many friends don't do that? Especially females. Like, I'm going to ask you because you got way more female friends than me. Like, my female friends.
Girl, I will find a friend and I'll find a friend anywhere.
Wait, but you'll find a friend but don't even really want the friend.
It be happening.
We went to we went to a party in August and it was a bit much, but she was so friendly. Like there was a person there that I was mentally had a funeral and I didn't want to talk to them, right?
I was there.
Sheena's party. So, so like that person didn't exist, and then Shay walks in and she's all like,
"That's not how it happened."
That is how it happened.
No, it's not. She made me go over there and speak to her, so I put on the charm. Sheena did.
Oh,
she
I
said
was
go
like,
talk
who?
to her.
I'm like,
so I was trying to get to our friend who was sitting at her birthday table. So trying to make my way through the crowd,
friendly.
and
She
then I
was
realized
working
the person who you mentally killed, and I was avoiding. I seen her. I was like, ooh, let me lie. And so then Sheena's like, oh, you see such and such, go say hi. And I'm like,
she knew not to ask me that.
She's like, yeah, just go break the ice. And so I was like,
why?
Because it's Shay. So, you know, I was like, hi. Oh my God, it's good to see you. I have this thing
Cass.
where I make yes, this is Cass the whole time. I have this thing where I do like to make people feel like old friends. So like,
and that's why
when I came in, I was like, oh my God, but I did meet you. So I'm like, I do this. I have no idea. I'm like, oh my God, hi.
She gets all these friends. That's why.
Yes, I am very
Not
friendly. And then I'm like, how do I get rid of this crazy woman who won't leave me alone? But she was just like, let's stare at Cass and make her feel
that was so funny.
Yeah, she was like, that wouldn't hurt my feelings so much, pointing to Cass. And she's like, oh, let's stare at her and she'll feel it. Cass over there, do what you're doing. Cass like, and I'm like, she does not care. And she was like, no, let's just keep staring. I'm like, she's not going to care. She would feel you staring at her and completely ignore.
If you were alive to me, I would feel you staring at me.
Man, but we talked about killing people. Not actually killing people, but
not
killing
really
people off the storyline. So, like, we'll be saying, like,
killing people off, that's a t-shirt. Killing people off the storyline.
Right. So, like, when you're like, we don't mess with zombies, so we're not resurrecting dead relationships. Mm-hmm, you know what I'm saying? It's weird to play around with dead stuff. Like, that's weird. That relationship's dead. Don't go digging that up.
Yep.
You know, so we talk. We have different ways to say that. Oh God, but yeah, that relationship is Thank God it's over. I'm glad that she got what she needed at that time. I feel that I would never reach out openly and say, "How are you?" because I don't care. I don't.
I know you don't. I don't either. But I think that it's important to know like how to set boundaries with people who we don't like anymore.
Because she was crazy. You couldn't set no boundaries with her. I ain't going to talk about it. But you couldn't. And that was a problem for me, honey. She was too
close. Talk about it so bad, but we not.
I know. Like, she was just 2 seconds from coming to somebody's house. That's how it was bad.
Well.
Yeah, but having those mixed relationships are important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that corporate America trauma is real. I ain't talk about it. She was trying to get us. It's like a cult. Was it a cult? We was in a cult.
We was in a cult. We gonna talk more about that.
We was in a cult.